and minimum were all of our speakers in time. So if you all would vote for your best speaker, all of our speakers were in time, whoever you think did best, and second best.
And third best. Third best.
Onur, so for those people who are new, could you tell me where they can find where to vote?
Oh, yes. On the ballots, there will be a section for best speaker, second best speaker. Whoever you think did the best job today, write their name down. And whoever you think did the second best, be sure to put their name down too, because that does go into point calculations. And at the end of the meeting, we'll have best speaker, best evaluator, and best TableTopics. And now we've come to the part of the meeting, which has to be my favorite part of the meeting. We've got the TableTopics section. And I'll invite Zain up here to give us a quick introduction and get it kicked off.
TableTopics is, I am going to ask you a question, and you have to answer it and explain why you answered the way that you did in 1 to 2 minutes, right? So minimum 1 minute, maximum 2 minutes. And so I spent a little while thinking about potential topics that I wanted to do for this week. I couldn't really think of anything, so I just picked things that were really kind of interesting to me to kind of see how people feel about these specific topics and how they think about them. And a lot of these are more psychological, so it might have you think a little bit more about your life and your past and things like that. So I think that's really interesting. So I am going to start with the first question. I'm going to call on somebody experienced so that you newbies can see how it's done. My first question is, what is one thing you wish you were better at and why? And Jessica.
I bet you came up with that on your own too. Right there. I'm going to be very vulnerable. Please don't repeat what I'm about to tell y'all, because it really is very embarrassing for me to have been in school for 10 years and to be terrible at this. I'm just not a good typer. It's so sad, because I'm going to have a 200-page something dissertation to type. And that's assuming I get it right the first time, which y'all know that's not going to happen. To demonstrate, let me get a marker to demonstrate. Let me get a marker to show. Okay, so you have a word. Red, green, red, green, red, 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 green, red, 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 red. And the issue is, I just don't think well when I'm typing. But the paper has to be typed. So if you get me to speak, if you ask me to discuss Edgar Allan Poe's work in The Telltale Heart, I will provide a very thorough and eloquent speech. But if you want me to type something, oh God, you might as well just, I just better off running a marathon. Like, it's just so sad. So I'm getting better at that, because in one of my classes, we're doing something called time banking, where we have to exchange services with each other. And so this one woman's going to help me out with my typing, and exchange, I'll help people with their budgets. So we'll see how it goes, but don't ask me to type anything, because you might as well get a snail who is in kindergarten to do the work for you. Thank you.
Thanks, Jessica. All right, now I'm going to start calling on people that aren't experienced or that I don't know. What is one thing you'd like to do or accomplish before you die? You in the back. What's your name? Aidan. Nice to meet you. A-I-D-A-N? A-I-D-A-N. That's the worst spelling.
Something I would like to accomplish before I die. Jesus is alive. I don't know. I guess get married. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
I'd like to not die knowing that I was unlovable. No, like that's really that's like existential anxiety for me. That is something I think about almost every day. It's like, yeah, do you deserve that? Well, I mean, there is no clear answer whether or not you deserve to be loved. You kind of have to just figure it out and like live your life, and then maybe. So that's what I'd like to accomplish before I die. I don't know if I will, but I'd like to. I'm not like in a rush. But if it happens, that'd be nice, because then I would know for sure that I wasn't unlovable. So yeah, that's my thing.
Probably that would be my answer as well. Alright, third question. What do you think gives your life meaning and why? You in the back. Question.
No.
No, you.
Look at her. Back row is not safe.
Back row is not safe.
Luke. Yeah.
What gives your life meaning and why?
Is there a light or something I get?
Oh. I honestly would have answered that.
Okay, hello, my name is Luke. What gives my life meaning? That is a good question. Let me think. I would say I give my life meaning. And what I mean by that, I can be a very self-centered person at times. And the reason I've come to Toastmasters is I want ways to express how self-centered I am. Well, let me clear something up. I walk around now, I'm in college now, I'm a freshman. I don't talk to as many people as I used to. And I like talking to people. Not to other people, I like me talking to other people. I don't like listening to other people. So I came here, I'm looking forward to having speeches, talking about what I want to talk about, and you guys all have to sit here and listen, and none of you have any choice. So that's probably what gives my life meaning. I guess music or something. What else have we added on to that? So I guess I can talk about, is that 1 minute?
Your minimum.
Okay, minimum, so I'll go a little longer. I used to play the guitar, sure. That's something I did. I don't do it anymore because the guy moved and I tried to do it on Skype calls. There's like a 15-second delay between when you're playing the guitar and when he can actually hear it. So it's a big thing. So I don't play guitar. It would be cool. It'd make me a cooler person. But I played trumpet for a while. That's not as cool, and I got braces and I wasn't good at it. Is that done? Halfway, sweet. Okay. What else about me? What else gives my life meaning? So I really like music. Can't play music. I can sing a little bit. I'm not going to sing right now because there's no accompaniment. I can't sing right now, but maybe later. I like acting. I'm thinking about stand-up comedy, something along those lines. Film. I'm looking into a lot of stuff. Politics, especially. Not going to go into it. But, you know, fun stuff. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Luke.
Technically, 30 seconds left.
My next question. Ignorance is bliss. Do you think it's better to know something that can hurt you or to remain ignorant about it? Third row with the Georgia hat.
Jayda.
Jayda, nice to meet you.
This is my first time coming, so I guess I got lucky, but I would say it's better to know something that hurts you than to not know something. I guess like to ignore it, because I'm just that kind of person. Like I rather like confront it or like be face to face with that problem instead of like, you know. Sorry. But yeah.
Tell us about yourself.
Myself, okay. I'm a transfer student, and I just transferred like last spring, so I decided to come here because I thought it was a pretty good opportunity. This year posted something in the group chat. Let me go. But yeah, I think.
All right. Next question. Is it better to have loved and lost than never loved at all? Third row in the gray shirt.
Impossible.
Hali. H-A-L-I?
Correct.
So weird, just spelling Hali over.
I've only met 2 other people with it.
Really? Awesome.
In the past 3 years.
I mean, she's
Cool.
Okay, so is it better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all? Excellent. All right, I believe it was Shakespeare that said that, though I don't actually know because I'm not an English major. But is it better to have loved and lost? I think most of us would probably say yes if we have loved, unless we have lost, in which case we might say no. However, I have loved and not yet lost, so I will stick with yes. Yes, it is better to have loved and lost so that you can have experienced that love. Love is one of humanity's greatest emotions and experiences. Love is both a verb, a noun, an adjective, anything. I am a linguistics major. Everything can come around in love and to love and with love. You can love a friend, you can love a family member, you can love a partner, or even just a buddy. You can love your dog. Humans love to love. It is something that we enjoy. It is something we express in our language in different ways. There are some languages that have 14 different words for love. There are some languages where it's just one and you get to guess at the meaning. I don't recommend those. So, to have loved and to have lost. Lost is the bit that we don't like to look at. Lost is the bit where it hurts. Lost is the bit where maybe we lost them because they died. Maybe we lost them because they no longer wanted to love us. But to have loved is the greatest of human experiences and the one that really makes us, us. So, I would say it is better to have loved and lost because to have loved is to have been human. Thank you.
All right, next question. Tell me about a time that you tried something that was new and out of your comfort zone. Second row right here. You sure? Okay. Okay. There you go.
There you go.
Tell me about a time you tried something new and out of your comfort zone.
Okay, a time I tried something new was when I was really little and I really wanted to play the piano, but and my mom just said, like, okay, we're gonna allow you to play the piano, but she kept forgetting every day. So I didn't play the piano until a year and a half later, after asking almost every single day. And I finally got to the piano, but like I couldn't translate what was in here to my hands, and it just couldn't connect, and it was very, very frustrating. And I just had to keep on trying, and I eventually got better. But then high school came along, and I ended up not doing piano, which I'm sad about, and I wish I pursued it more. But I guess I prioritized my education over music. But I just, yeah. I guess that's it.
Thank you. Can you spell your name for me?
ISAAC. ISAAC.
Okay. Alright, next question is, what is the most memorable thing you did in the past year? And talk about it. Back row, putting on her hoodie.
Did you think we're invisible?
Yeah.
So what was the question?
The question was, what is the most memorable thing you did in the past year? And talk about it. Zain?
Elizabeth.
Okay, what are the most memorable things in the past year? I guess I met Jake in November. So I guess in November will be a year, and now we're struggling because he's going to graduate in May. So he's doing some job searches, and we're worried about our future, I guess. But we've done so many things together. We've traveled a lot of places, so I'm really happy about that. And hopefully we'll be going to New York in November, and maybe do a mission trip in Costa Rica this summer. So, I don't know, I guess just keep continuing to make memories with him and see where the future takes us. I don't know. Okay, so let's see. I don't know. Huh? How we met? Okay, so we met on campus. On that bench. I mean, stuff led up. We met over, but yeah, I don't know if I should say how. But yeah. So we're good though. Yeah. Is it time yet? Okay, cool.
Jake's gonna be our next speaker.
That's what you get for
Elizabeth,
stay calm.
you gotta record it, right?
Alright, Jake. Are you most like your mom or your dad, and why?
Am I most like my mom or my dad? Let's see. Well, my mom is a salesperson at State Farm, and I am a salesperson at State Farm as well. In Athens, no joke, I have an insurance license. You guys need life insurance, hook me up. It's a lot of money for me. My dad is kind of a socially awkward engineer, and I'm kind of socially awkward too. So on one end of the spectrum, I want to say I'm like my dad. But on the other end of the spectrum, I'm pretty good at talking to people, and I'm pretty social to some extent. I would say I'm probably most like my mom, because I can be very impulsive, and sometimes I can actually be a little arrogant sometimes, where I think I'm right, and I tell people, like, you're wrong, and then the situation happens where it's like, I'm 95% sure I'm right in that situation. And then I'm wrong. And my mom does that a lot. She says like that, and then she's wrong. So I'm like, I'm never gonna be like my mom. But then it turns out that I am like my mom. But on the other end of the spectrum, my dad, he likes to read. We're very similar. We both like guns and shooting things. I mean, he doesn't like that, right? My mom likes to exercise. I like sports. Both of my parents are pretty religious. I would say I am as well. Overall, I would say I'm more like my mom because of the reasons stated.
The next question is, what motivates you to work hard every single day?
No.
She has a role. Still?
I'm kind of hurt.
Who? Oh, yes. Whoever you're pointing at. Whoever you're pointing at, come up.
The dude.
Okay, yeah. Come on up.
Johnson. All day.
You got the question?
I forgot the question.
What motivates you to work hard every single day?
Motivates me to work hard every single day. I guess my parents because they have, you know, dedicated all their lives trying to raise me up to a strong man. Like, oh, well, not really strong because I'm skinny, but I mean, it's, I mean, just they tried to develop me over time, just be a good boy, obedient child, you know, get good grades all like elementary, middle, and high school. I think it was just them alone, just what keeps me going, because I'm trying to give it back to them as they have run out to me. So I think just them alone, that's what keeps me focused on what to do moving forward. So that's all I have. I don't know what to say. I don't know what else to say. I mean,
What do you work for, then?
just engineering, mechanical engineering as a major. Trying to just look for an internship job somewhere. Other than that, just trying to, you know, make 4.0 season this semester. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have.
Our next question is, if you could live one day of your life over again, what day would it be and why? Back row, white shirt. Hello.
It's Walton.
Cool.
This is an embarrassing story. I was a junior in high school, and I love football. I'm a big football fan. I don't know if any of y'all remember 2013 football season. That was the year that Auburn had like that crazy run. So I was in Auburn that weekend watching. It was the Iron Bowl is the game between Auburn and Alabama, and phenomenal game. It's like considered the best college football game ever. And I got to Auburn probably around 9 o'clock. I was meeting up with some buddies from Atlanta, and I got there like way earlier than way they did. So I'm like sitting in the parking lot of Jordan-Hare Stadium, like freezing cold at like 9:30 at night in the middle of November. And I'm bored, I don't know anybody. So I just don't really do anything, I'm just kind of chilling. And then my friends come into town, and we go to one of their friends' pre-games, and I'm like a junior in high school, away from home. I'm like, been so bored. And so I started drinking really heavily, and woke up the next morning still intoxicated from the night before. It's like kind of a long and really funny story, but I'm not going to share the long, really funny story with all of y'all. Plus, this is going on camera. But I had a friend who was visiting in town, like one of our friends, like our neighborhood friends, and that was how I came to my parents let me go in the first place. So I'm super hungover, don't go tailgate or anything. I'm just like watching the game on my friend's couch. Game's awesome, like Auburn goes insane. So I go back home, and then I go and talk to my friend like a week later, and she was like, "Hey, where were you? We had a ticket for you. We were gonna surprise you." And I was like, "You just had a ticket to the best college football game ever." So I missed it because I was hungover. So.
Time for one more? All right, last question is, what has the fear of failure stopped you from doing? Yeah, whoever you're pointing at, come up. Come up. The question is, what has the fear of failure stopped you from doing? Why? So what's your name? Fatima.
What has the fear of failure
stopped you from doing?
I don't know how to answer this question.
Or talk about any of your fears.
Any of my fears?
And why they might stop you from doing anything.
Are you scared of what you're doing now?
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
Yes, I'm scared of public speaking because I don't know. I can talk to people and conversate with people normally, but like when it comes to people just staring at me, I just feel awkward and weird and just like, yeah, like that's like, oh, it's just staring. But like I can say, hi, how are you doing? How's your day? On a regular basis, and everyone's like, well, you're so friendly. And I'm like, yeah, but that's just like 101. In front of everyone, it's kind of different. I can't really portray myself the same way, you know? So I don't know. And yeah.
Those were our table topics. Thank you guys.